Hi, my name is Elise Barron, and my group was the Mukilteo YMCA. And the YMCA basically had wanted a group of the LSC students to come and revamp their volunteer and retention program. And one of the common misconceptions was that the YMCA was just a gym. We went out with the leadership and wanted to see how they impacted the community. We had a liaison who's the volunteer coordinator named Colin Fitzpatrick, and he was fantastic. So we helped him create an intake survey and created a presentation for their staff to go over some of the key learnings that we took away.
My name is Marcella Weber. I did a project for Leadership Snohomish County. It was our objective to create a social media plan for Leadership Snohomish County, make sure that it was sustainable and engaging the alumni, making sure that current members knew what was going on with the alumni, and create some popularity for the young professionals class. Like us on Facebook.
I partnered with my colleague Roxanne Anderson, who's with the Boys and Girls Club of Granite Falls, and we chose Christmas House as our nonprofit to focus on for Leadership Snohomish County. What we ended up doing, we had these audacious goals. They wanted to focus on their social media management. What we ended up really coming down to was developing an internship, something that they can use and have some longevity in, and then get a fresh perspective.
And my team, we partnered with the City of Linwood with the Recreation and Aquatic Center, and we basically helped them with their fundraising for their Randy Turkler Scholarship Program and their Recreation Benefit Funds. We did an awesome Apple Cup fundraiser, and so that scholarship helps to bring up new lifeguards, train them on water safety, CPR, first aid, and really help bring those young kids into that and give them some skills that they'll be able to use for the rest of their lives. Snohomish County rocks.
I did my project on Clothes for Kids. We did our project helping them just with the social media and also did a promotional video. I got to tell my personal story. They helped my family and myself when I was a child. I wanted to say thank you to leadership of Snohomish County for giving me the opportunity to give back to an organization that gave me when I was a child. I think young professionals sometimes get overlooked, and with this program we stand out.
Our project was working on promotional materials for the South Snohomish County cold weather shelter. And so our task was to create new promotional materials that the group could use to bring in new volunteer teams to help sustain the facility into the future. Our project team's really proud of our results. We think they are going to be meaningful and useful into the future. In fact, we have all volunteered ourselves as individuals to provide the presentations on behalf of the cold weather shelter into the future.
Our project topic was youth drug awareness. What we ended up doing was contacting Compass Health. They've got a program called it's a wraparound program. They call it the WISE program. They wanted some assistance trying to connect with schools. Through mostly Erin's contacts, we were able to get in with the Marysville School District. The counselors there really took everything in. They obviously came up with kids that they knew about that would benefit from this program. And we were able to collect a number of phone numbers and contact information for other school districts. We did give that information to Compass Health so that they can continue that meet and greet process with other school districts.
Put yourself in these shoes. You're a mother with 2 children. Your car's been repossessed. You have nowhere to sleep tonight. You're begging friends to sleep on the couch.
Imagine that you have a family member that has a mental illness or possibly addicted to drugs. It could be yourself, it could be a family member, it could be a child. Our project was bringing a poverty simulation into Arlington.
150 people in the community attended this.
We put people through the challenges and the questions we just posed to you. The simulation was you had to go find the people to help you in your community.
Everybody really got to understand and feel the pain of folks in poverty in our community.
Within a week of sitting down with our group, I was sitting at a CTE STEM Advisory Committee meeting for the Everett Public School District. And on the agenda was Ben Zupke, a high school teacher at Everett High School who was interested in putting together a group program for STEM and robotics. We saw the opportunity to provide him with resources, with funding, and with mentors from the community. Our opportunity to help Ben is to make sure that his program's successful this year, but also to make it successful in the future.
Hi, I'm Teresa Konopka, and my project was raising funds for the Seattle Children's Hospital. And what I did was I just had fun social events where a percentage of proceeds went to the hospital. So I did a charity painting class as well as a life coach event. And I'm also planning a charity comedy class this summer. And what I really enjoyed was that I was able to have fun events with friends, getting social while still helping out a good cause, which anyone can do.
Within Housing Hope, they have a Youth Action Council. And the Youth Action Council comprises of high school students all throughout the county. One thing they didn't have within this program is they didn't have a structured curriculum. So that's what we took on as a project. So we created measurable outcomes. We created a summary of the program. We used their mission to really drive much of the different themes that we created for each month. Each month when they come and meet, they're learning something new and always leaving with something. What we hope for the youth is to use this as a leadership development opportunity to really find their voice and use their voice. What we hope that Housing Hope gains from this is a strong curriculum that can use throughout the years, change and modify as needed, and be able to again create ambassadors that can that are gaining from this program, going out and letting others know about it, and coming back and contributing in some way, shape, or form.
We ended up choosing working with the homeless kids of the Edmond School District through the Nourishing Network program. And we ended up creating a food challenge. Industries competing with each other or challenging each other to see who can generate the most food for the Nourishing Network program. Our team members have been dynamite. Greg has worked really hard on creating these fancy brochures. Wendy and Terry have worked really hard on the behind the scenes to make sure that the program the directives were happening, we weren't missing anything. At the end of the month, we're going to see how much food we collected, and we have different industries lined up to run this challenge program, which is set in a 30-day period. And we're hoping over the course of a year we can help increase the food capacity for the Nourishing Network program and get as many of those 500 homeless kids in the Edmond School District weekend meals.
Hi, hello, my name is Sarah, and I had the wonderful opportunity to work with a large team of 7, including Elysa, Heather, David, Phil, Michelle, and Lois. And we were tasked with trying to improve the incarceration rate around the mental health population here in Everett. Individuals who may otherwise be incarcerated for petty crimes such as trespassing or small theft in order to support drug habits or other addictive habits, is to, instead of putting them into jail, is to provide services of addiction and recovery. There's a number of resources needed in order to facilitate that type of program, including things like showers and haircuts, but also including things like ground transportation and airfare. But one of our biggest gets from our teammate Lois was free flights for our community members who'd be entering this program, so it's an awesome score. You really can get 7 leaders who all have different leadership styles to work together for a common goal and have a fantastic outcome.
Young class,